What's good? 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 What's good, my people? It's a new day. It's a Monday, guys. Guys, I'm so excited about the week. So excited about this week, guys. Are you ready? Are you guys locked in? I'm fully locked in, guys. Absolutely locked in for today. Let's quickly check in on the news, Forex Factory, to see what is going on for the week. I believe we have just one. We have just one red folder news item, which is on Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, today, tomorrow, we don't have anything. Thursday, we have, what's that? Orange folder, unemployment claims. All right, cool, cool, cool. So I guess we're good. Welcome in. If this is your first time joining, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. Make sure you like the stream. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. All right, and we're going to be trading the Nasdaq live. Okay, we're going to be trading the Nasdaq live. If you wanted to join the TikTok as well, as always, if you wanted to join the Telegram, not the TikTok, if you wanted to join the Telegram, the link is in my bio. Just making sure that everything is working well. Just let me know if sound is good. Let me know if sound is good. Let me know if you can hear me fine. Gabriella, thanks for joining. Wait, guys. Okay, is the stream working fine? Just want to make sure the stream is working fine, guys. Guys, give me a second, yeah? I want to make sure that everything is fine before we get started. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure. And when I'm back, loud and clear, med material. Awesome, 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 awesome. That is awesome. Just making sure that we have our overlays. Everything is good. Okay. Do you guys are you guys hearing music as well? Yeah, med materials, did you get confirmation? Did they confirm it for you? I just want to make sure that you're able to get the stuff before we actually start to trade. Okay. All right, so basically the idea for today, right? And I'm gonna just do a quick analysis on that. We're still bullish. If you look, we're continuing to break structure to the upside. Okay, we're continuing to break structure to the upside right here. Let me check this as yet. Okay, cool. So we're continuing to break structure. So ideally, I'm looking at a bullish move. Okay, We do have this particular gap here, which is very interesting. This is the gap that was left when the market opened up. So usually what happens is when we have a gap at the open, price usually would come fill that gap and then turn around to the upside. So that's what I'm looking out for, right? I want to see us close out the gap. I'm not going to sell towards the gap because sometimes price can just tap into the gap, just go do whatever it wants to do and come back to the gap. Okay, I don't want to be a victim of that. Tarun, my weekend was quite chill, bro. My weekend was chill. How you doing? How you doing? How was your weekend? How was your weekend? My weekend was pretty chill, guys. Pretty chill. Indicators. My weekend was pretty good. All right, so I guess you guys should be able to see all these things now. Welcome in, welcome in. If this is your first time joining the live stream, make sure you follow, make sure you like. We are live and active, guys. Yo, Lit the Daily, bro. It's been a minute since I saw you on here. I hope everything is fine. I hope everything is fine. I hope everything is fine. I am trying to get the music on the screen. Trying to get the music on. Give me a second. Oh yeah, tell me what you guys looking at? Are you like bullish, bearish? What's it for you guys? I want to know. I want to know what your bias is for today. Yeah, bro. I'm looking at a bullish, Tarun bullish. All right, nice, nice, nice. Let the daily all good here. Awesome. Yeah, same here. I mean, same here for me. I am bullish as well. I am bullish as well. I'm looking to see price close up that new week opening gap down there. Right, once we close that gap, I'm expecting us to bounce back to the upside. And look, we're pretty close to all-time highs on the Nasdaq, right? I think we're already at all-time highs on ES, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess bullish is the way to go. So once it taps into that gap, what do you want to see from the market? Do you want to make you okay? So ideally, I want that gap to be filled entirely. Okay, I want that gap to be filled entirely. So on the lower time frames, I'm going to look for a change in the state of delivery. As you guys know, my change in the states of deliveries, I love to see them happen on the 3-minute. Okay, I love to see them on a 3-minute. So once, wow, this thing is telling me something different. This thing is telling me something different. Okay, so on the lower time frames, once we get into this area and I see my change in the state of delivery, then I can probably take my trade to the downside. Another thing we need to take note of, right? Guys, take note of this. We do have a high time frame gap in here. This is a high time frame 30-minute fair value gap. Let me mark this out. Okay, so we could bounce into this area and come back down to fill this gap, right? These are two things that can happen. Now we have about 21 minutes before the market opens. So there's a high chance that we could manipulate into this area, okay? And then get a reaction from here and then bounce back down. So here's the thing, guys. If we do not interact with this particular gap and we have a reaction from this 30-minute gap, then we could bounce out and come back down here. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at, guys. That's what I'm looking at. Crappy price action, no news week ahead. PMH looks like a good draw on liquidity though. Previous month high. You mean previous month's high, right? Let's take a look. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So for me, I was even mentioning all-time highs, that we could be reaching for all-time highs just because of the fact that, yeah, we're tapping into monthly gaps right here. and we've already started to see a reaction. We could be coming all the way to all-time highs. Probably sometime in the week. It could happen today, it could happen tomorrow. All right. That is it. Well, thanks for the follows, guys. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the follows. I want to make sure that we're good. All right, awesome, 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 awesome. I think we're absolutely golden. We are golden, guys. We're golden, we're golden. Let me put this thing on, guys. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. All right, there it is. Where are you from? So I'm streaming from West Africa. I'm streaming from Ghana. Streaming from Ghana. Ghana. We have the music on, so you guys know what the music is. This thing is dead. Yeah. Thanks for following, guys. Oh, essay in the building. Nice. You know, I do have a lot of people joining the stream from South Africa. I anticipate that there are many traders in South Africa. I just guess so, right? I guess. All right, market opens in the next about 17, 18 minutes. Absolutely locked in today, guys. So for now, the things to look out for is the 30-minute FEG and the gap. Yes, Tarun, exactly. Exactly, bro. Those are the two. Now, if market opens and we tap into that gap up there above this particular, see, I'm pointing. If the market opens up and taps into this and we get like a clean reaction, then yes. Oh, these guys are in here, right? Bro, why the hell are they spamming? Block. Man, I wonder if they're like human beings who are joining the live stream. Bro. Anyway. Make sure you're sharing the live. Guys, we did a lot of work over the weekend. Bro, we did tons of work over the weekend to make sure that the strategy is on point. The bot is on point, right? We did very, very, very extensive back testing. Crazy. And I figured out certain things, and I believe that a lot of traders go into the markets like, the strategy is this is a strategy, right? And the strategy, they don't change anything about the strategy every single day of the week. And based on data, it's crazy. Based on data, there are specific days that your strategy might just not be powerful enough. It's actually insane. Right. So initially, so I'm using different feeds, right? I'm using a feed from a prop firm. I'm also using a feed from Pepperstone, which is a broker. And then I'm using another feed from Dukascopy, which is more of a public feed. And it compares the strategy on both of these feeds. And for the feed on the prop firm, right? The prices the prop firms give sometimes can affect your edge. This is something new that I discovered, right? These prop firms, guys, you need to be careful about prop firms because prop firms can really mess you up, especially with spread, slippage, and even prices, the actual prices. How did you do you Mufasa, hold on a sec. Do you trade prop firm funded account or personal funds? So I trade both. I trade personal funds and prop firm challenges. Mufasa, he changed them. How did you not have it? Oh, okay. All right, that's an interesting question. That's an interesting question. Yeah, bro, you can change them. Just go to settings and yeah, these are my settings anyway. These are the settings I'm using. So the borders and the wicks are black, the body is white, and the body of the bullish candle is white, and the bearish candle is cyan. Is this cyan? I guess it's cyan, right? Yeah. So those are my colors, pretty simple. All right, so market opens in how many minutes? 14 minutes. Another Sandra is in my stream, bro. Sandras, every single stream, a Sandra comes in here, says that they're looking for a serious boyfriend, they're looking for a serious girlfriend, a serious boyfriend, a serious marriage in Ghana. Kelvin Mensah, yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? LS, remember my call on 30,048? Yeah, let me take a look. 30,048. That was some low, right? That was, I think you mentioned it was a low from, what was it? Was it last week, Thursday? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there was a reaction from there. You took your money, right? You took your money, right? It must be a bot. Yeah, bro. And I don't know what it is about the name Sandra, but all of those accounts are Sandra. All of those accounts are Sandra. And when I'm back. All right, all right, all right. We are live and active, guys. We are live and active. It took about 3 hours. Bro, once you get to a level, once you get to a stage where you can like sit in trades for a long time without having to like do anything, bro, you're there, right? You're absolutely there. 3 hours of price to move after consolidation. I can imagine, bro. So I guess, Kelvin, I guess you're a swing trader. You're officially a swing trader. You're officially a swing trader. What's my bias for today? So I am long term, I am bullish, but I do expect price to come down to fill this gap. Bro, what is this chicken? What is this chicken doing? I don't know if you guys can hear that chicken in the background. That chicken is like making hella noise. Do you trade on TradingView or MT5? So I trade on MT5. I think my entire ecosystem is built around MT5 at the moment. No, not my chickens. Like chickens. I think our neighbors like have chickens. And neighbors like rare chickens, and the chickens like disturb the whole neighborhood. Oh, you can't hear them. Man, I hear them. They're like all over the place. How do you find? Wait, how you find in Ghana, bro? I mean, like I've been in Ghana for like my entire life, right? And I don't think I've had any issues like being here. A lot of what I say, a lot of my earnings have not really come from Ghana per se. Right? I'm not like throwing shade or anything, but you know, I make a lot of my money outside of Ghana. G Classics, thanks for sharing the live. What strategy am I using? So I use market structure and liquidity. I paired those two, and those are what my strategy is made of. So market structure on the higher time frame to determine trend, liquidity to determine if we're bullish, right? I'm using liquidity levels to determine where we're going to create potential higher lows, right? So if we're bullish, right, I'm using liquidity to determine where we're going to create a new lower low to create a new higher low, to create a new higher high, right? So I look at specific things on the higher time frames to determine where price would bounce off. So in this case today, my liquidity levels are this particular new week opening gap, this gap that was created after the market opened. And yeah, I think that's most significant. That's the most significant at this point. If we didn't have this gap here, this would have been significant. This low that led to this break, right? This would have been pretty significant, but we do have something below. So I anticipate that we will head lower. Okay, we'll head lower. DME for VC. What the hell is VC? Virtual credits? Bro, wrong stream. Wrong stream. But yeah, so as I was saying, now the bot is programmed. Yeah, I said I was not going to even talk much about the bot, but if you wanted to get all the signals that all the signals that I'm taking, all the trades that I'm taking, right? I've programmed the bot to send everything into the Telegram, right? Everything is being sent into the Telegram. So you see it actually live. Once I'm in a trade, the bot would also manually enter the trade. No, VC is worse, bro. What's VC? DM me for voice chat. Like, oh, I get, bro. Like, these guys are crazy. These guys are absolutely insane, guys. What the hell? Okay. Let me drive. Output device. Okay. Start the stage. So getting everything set. Getting everything set, ready for the open, live trading. If you're in the Discord as well, we are live. We are live in the Discord. And on YouTube as well, guys. All right. All set. Hi, I just joined. Can you please explain these ranges to me? I need a basic understanding. Abigail, sure. All right. So Abigail, we are bullish. We're bullish, and it's pretty much simple market structure here to determine what is bullish and what is bearish. Bullish is prices moving up. Bearish is prices moving down, right? So what I determine bullishness is if I see, market break highs, continue to break highs, and I do see market continue to break highs at this point, right? I think it's very, very obvious. So market doesn't move up in a straight line. It usually will pull back before continuing. So at this point, I am waiting for some pullback to happen, right? Before price continues its move back to the upside, right? And the areas that I'm looking at for price to turn around, this particular area right here, right? You can see that the market opened up and there was a gap between this candle and this candle. Now what happens when there's a gap is price comes back to close the gap and then goes continues what it wanted to do in the first place. So that's what I'm looking out for. I want to see that gap get closed. So as long as that gap isn't closed, I don't want to like just start to buy. I really want to see that gap get closed. Now, we do have a gap above price right here, a fair value gap. I was explaining, guys, I'll be publishing a video on my YouTube, the lesson 3 of me explaining my strategy on YouTube. I'll be publishing that video today. So I was explaining, right? I think we have some time. Let me explain this. So I'm going to long, if we move into this area and we there's a reaction, I'm probably going to short down to this gap. Okay. But I wouldn't long up until we close this gap. So let me explain the concept of liquidity or fair value gaps to you. So imagine somebody goes to the market, they have $100, right? And they want to buy $100 worth of apples, but the salesperson says that they only have $50 in the counter, like on the counter, right? Only 50. But they have more apples in their van or in their truck. So what the salesperson told this lady is, okay, so you know what? I'm going to take your $100. It's a big order for me. All right. I'm going to take your $100, but I need you to go do your shopping. All right. Go do your shopping. By the time you come back, I would have the rest of your 50 apples. So she gave her 50 apples and said, hey, go do your shopping. When you're back, I'll give you. So now this big order in the market is what creates that aggressive push. Okay. Now, what do you anticipate is going to happen? The lady's going to come back eventually, right? She's going to come back to take the rest of her 50 apples because she's actually paid for 100 apples. So for fair value gaps, the concept of fair value gaps is you anticipate the price is going to come back to the gap to take the value that it's owed, and it's going to go wherever it wants to go at the end of the day, like after that, right? So that's the concept of fair value gaps. And the same thing applies in the reverse, right? So for example, if she came to the market, but she has apples she wants to sell. Let's say she has 100 apples. So she brings in the order and the sales attendant says, hey, I want to take your order for 100 apples, but I have, no, I want to take your order for $100 worth of apples. I want to buy it from you, but I only have $50 on me. So she takes the order. It's a big order. And then you see this aggressive move indicating that, yeah, she's actually taking the order. So that's like a big order that she can afford. All right. And she tells the woman, go do your sales. I'm going to sell a few apples. I'm going to make the money. When you come back, I'll have the rest of the money for you. So what do you anticipate is going to happen? She is going to come back to take her money. And once she takes once she takes the rest of her money, then, you know, the market is balanced, everything is balanced, and price can go. So that's like an example I was thinking about on how, you know, you can understand the concept of imbalances and fair value gaps and stuff, right? When they form, there's a high chance that price is going to come back to balance things out before it does what it has to do. Okay, market opens in 1 minute, guys. You have to lock in. Let us absolutely lock, bro. Notifications, bro. They want us to end the stream. Don't mind them. They're just robots. They're just robots, guys. Richard Opoku, thanks for following. Thanks for following. So we are live and active. I will be looking out for a short position if we tap into this area and then we get a rejection. So for now, let's jump into the 3 minute to see what exactly we have here. So I'm on the 3 minute time frame at this point, and on the 3 minute, I do see a fair value gap on here as well. Okay, I do see a fair value gap here as well. So let's see. Let's see what we have for today, guys. Ooh, okay. All right, market is open, guys. Market is open. So move this a little bit. Okay, so we've tapped into that area. Let's see if we can get 516. Okay, let's see if we can get a reaction from there, guys. Let's see if we can get a reaction. And guys, once there is a trade, it would be sent into the VIP. So make sure you're locked in and ready. All right, so we're digging deeper into that 30-minute. We're coming back to take our money. We're coming back to take our money. Guys, if you wanted free, all my signals, right? For free, absolutely for free, just go into my Telegram, right? And just sign up for it, okay? Full transparency. Just go into the link in my bio and go sign up for that. Okay, interesting reaction. We're definitely reacting from this gap, no doubt. Definitely reacting from this gap. Let's see what the 1 minute is looking like. Okay. YouTube family, I'm trying to get the chat, get the comments. All right, I do see a reaction. I'm waiting for the next 3-minute candle to open. And the next 3-minute candle, I want it to be a bearish candle. The next 3-minute candle, I want it to be a bearish candle. And that will give us a trigger to probably take shorts. Wow. Okay. On the 1 minute, we have like a look here. On the 1 minute, for all of you guys who trade IFVGs, right? This could be on this close. If this close is bearish, this could be a nice entry for you. But for me, I don't take my entries on the 1 minute. I take my entries on the 3. All right. Whoa. Even on the 1 minute, bro, this thing's like leaving. On the 1 minute, this is going to be like a super crazy, because if you're taking the sell from here, oof, this looks good. This looks too good to be true. This looks good. On the 1 minute, it's looking like an entry, a clear entry model. Okay. On the 1 minute, it's looking like a clear entry model. But I want to get a 3-minute rejection. But this is actually perfect. Like, we tapped into the gap perfectly. You can see there's a reaction. I want to see what the next candle does. And back. Bro, all the IFVG traders right now would be selling. Guys, I'm not in this, but this is the IFVG. People will take trades like this, maybe wait for a pullback in here. They put their stops up here, and they'll probably be trying to take price down to this gap, right? That is not like invalid. Okay, that's not invalid, but I know that the 1 minute, there's so much noise on the 1 minute, you can get really manipulated and really cooked. So I do want to get a 3-minute confirmation. I want to get a 3-minute confirmation. This is interesting, isn't it? It's like leaving no opportunity. So definitely tap into that gap, and it's trying to reach for this gap down here. Man, nowadays it's like, okay, so if this thing leaves, let's see what happens. If it leaves us, let's see what happens when it comes down here. I'm not going to chase, but I want to see a confirmation on the 3. It all happened so fast. Yeah, yeah, it did. It did. Let's see how this particular candle closes. Another thing too is a data point that I figured out, that usually the best trades come after 10 a.m. That's basically my data. The best trades come after 10 a.m., specifically between 10:15 and 10:30 Eastern time. All right. Oh, we're not in a trade, guys. We are not in a trade. We're not in a trade. Okay, we're playing around. Today we don't have any news items today, no news items tomorrow. Yeah, this might actually trigger a short. The risk reward is not the best. The risk reward is cooked. Five, one, three, nine, zero, six. So what I'm seeing here is price still wants to close this gap. All right. Price still wants to close this gap. All right, so we're literally in there. So I'm gonna just pay attention to if we can get like price to close out the gap completely and we get a reaction from there to back to the upside. All right, guys, we buy area 30,062 ish. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's a. Let me see. That's a little. Let's see, 30,062 ish. Are you looking at futures? If you're looking at futures, the futures market, that might even still be too low to buy. Um, yeah, the futures market, like if you're buying down there, that's like pretty low. Because if you pull up, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate you. So ideally, right, if you look at a leg up like this, you're looking for price to react from at least 50% of the move up. So usually you see me put the Fibonacci on there just to see how far price is retracing. So this is the low, this is the high, Fibonacci from this low to this high. And I expect to take a long anywhere below the 50%. All right, so what have we done? We've pulled back into the 50% and we did have a gap in here, right? But I still do want price. I want price to come a little lower before we actually take the move. But you know, we've done 50%. Price can say, hey, I've had enough. I want to go back up. So just let's pay attention to what price is doing, right? And again, if you are someone who is like trying to always stick to taking trades on the 1 minute, this is not a right. This is literally not the right environment to do that because you could get a lot of false signals. Musamia, thanks for following. Incognito, thanks for following. I do appreciate you guys. Let's spam the likes. Let's spam the likes. Let's spam the likes. But guys, as long as we haven't like completely filled that gap, we might still head down, guys. As long as we haven't completely filled that particular gap, we could still come down. So on the 3 minute time frame, currently on the 3 minute time frame, currently it's looking like we have swept liquidity to the upside and price wants to go down. That's how it's looking like on the 3. Yeah, we might just get a short if everything still keeps at this kind of price action. All right, so we're being patient here, guys. Don't switch. All right, we're heading up. Again, there was some statistic that was trying to say that Mondays and Wednesdays, I think I was saying this earlier, the Mondays and Wednesdays are, a little tricky because Mondays you're gonna get like the manipulation move of the weekly candle. So let's say you're bullish, right? Mondays can create a wick and that can like go against your bullish bias. And also on Wednesday, you can have the full expansion. So it would look like you're bearish for Monday and Tuesday, but Wednesday is going to like turn around. Exactly. So Wednesdays, so basically what I'm trying to say is your strategy might behave differently on certain days, pretty much. So you should be able to spot some of these things. I don't know if I don't know what strategies you guys trade, but you should be able to spot some of these things so you don't get deceived. So in your head, you can say Monday manipulation day, big M manipulation day, right? So market has opened, right? Fridays could also be, but according to my data, actually Fridays are very, pretty good for some reason. It's the best days, uh, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, according to data. The worst days are Wednesdays. All right, so it looks like we might just, hmm, we might just look for a turn back around from here. But I do want to see this gap get filled completely. Incognito, thanks for the heart me. Thanks for the heart me. Thanks for the heart me. Once you join your mentorship, what would you give? So I'll say the mentorship is pretty much two main things, right? There's just pre-recorded videos, explaining the strategy, and the fact that you can get access to exactly the trades I'm taking. All right, those are the two, I'll say, key things. Yeah, Sean, that's true. Um, let's look at the 15 minute. The 15 minute can kind of give us an idea what's going on. Yeah, so 15 minute, what do we see? We spiked up. Yeah, it's not really clear on the 15, right? So on the 30 minute, you can tell that we moved up into this particular gap and this some form of indecision, because it's like indecision, right? It's like price is not really clear on what it wants to do. But if you take a closer look, you can see that we had like a breakout. We broke this, right? Gap, tap in. So this is kind of bearish, you know? Because you win most of the trades that you take. Yeah, I take some losses too, bro. But yeah. The videos that are there would help you kind of understand this. So for me, the goal is, if you guys are able to also analyze and read the charts on your own, right? I feel like I'll be very proud, right, that I was able to at least help someone be able to like read the markets, you know. This playlist though. But guys, at this point, there's really nothing to do. There's really nothing to do, but as long as we're not like completely closing out this gap. Yeah. I mean, personally, right? I had studied a lot of strategies from multiple people, and I would say that it was when I was part of a community that I kind of started aligning with the whole trading and the whole discipline. Because, bro, if you're in a community, right, and if you're in a good community where everyone is looking out for each other, right? At the end of the day, you come and say, "Oh, I took one loss. I took this loss." You share your charts. Like someone can say, "Oh, someone can even motivate you. It's fine. Like we go again." You know, that kind of vibe, it rubs off on you. You know. So I was in this community. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Join the Discord. It's free. So the link is also in my bio. So yeah. And well, people don't do that enough, but bro, there are some really really good traders who, like, they don't really make noise, but they are just lurking. They're just there. If you find them, if you identify them and you ask them questions, bro, your trading can like improve. It can improve like almost overnight. So like this trading game, don't like be shy to say you're asking for help, or you know why do I trade on low? So Ivan, I don't really trade. The lower time frames are just to get me good entries, but I'm not like analyzing anything on the lower time frames. Yeah, yeah, because people say that psychology is overrated, but psychology is literally the entire game of trading. Because you can have the strategy, you can have risk management. That is like it's very easy to learn. Like you can go to school and learn all these things, but the only thing that can get you after consuming so much knowledge is the fact that you can't control yourself when you take a loss. You have to click buy again because you want to make that money back. And that's literally, guys, we might be getting a sell here. We might be getting a sell here. So for me, I use two time frames mostly. I use two time frames mostly. The first one is the 30 minute. 30 minute because it gives me a lot of context in terms of the trend and market structure. I don't use anything above the 30 minutes just because of the fact that gold is about to sell off. I don't use anything above the 30 just because of the fact that I'm a day trader. I'm an intra-session trader, right? High time frame context might not satisfy my intraday decisions or intra-session decisions. So I want something a little more tighter. Sean, you said gold is about to sell. Gold is actually tapping into this particular gap right now. Sorry about that. Gold is tapping into this particular gap right now. It's kind of like reacting from it, right? And it's about to flip this. Yes, it's tricky. Like I'm not because, but ideally, what I'm seeing here is like gold is trying to be bullish. Guys, in the next 2 minutes, the bot might take a sell. So it went back. It's gone back on it. He plays a buy limit at 30,171. All right, let me quickly check on that for you. 30,171. Wait. So you're actually in a trade already? Kelvin, are you saying you're in a trade already? That's wild. Hypolito. Yeah, I have a bot, but it's like it's a personalized bot, like for my own trading. But nevertheless, I mean, I do still share those signals with you guys. Oh, cool, Kelvin. That's cool. Um, Okay, you're literally targeting the highs. All right, nice. Guys, be careful, okay? I do preach that on Mondays. 41 seconds. On Mondays, just reduce your risk, okay? If you're somebody who risks 1% on Mondays, at least do 50%, like 50% of that. So like 0.5. Yeah, this might just trigger a sell. This might just trigger a sell right here. If this closes bearish, might just get a sell on this one. Well, let's see. Okay, so we're in a sell, right? So bot is in a sell right here. Stops are up there. Bro, what? I get like I got like some 1,000 notifications. What was that? What the hell was that? Robert, come in bio. What the hell are you talking about? All right, so the trade, everything was sent in there, right? Everything was sent into the Telegram. Yeah, Kelvin, bro. Yeah, if bro, you took the trade from down here and it's already up here, so that's good for you. Yeah, robot, robot. The irony of your message. All right, so this is what I'm looking at. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that the take profit is below the new week opening gap, but we'll manage this. If this thing starts to push it, I guess we're gonna manage this aggressively. All right. Wait. Did this thing risk the amount it was supposed to? Anyway. All right, so that is quite a huge, it's quite, okay, it's fine, 59, so that's cool. There's also something I noted earlier. Let me see if that has happened. Daily time frame. No, that has not happened. So on the daily time frame, I was looking at it earlier. We had a fair value gap here. So I was like, okay, so if the previous day, Friday, closed bearish, we could actually come all the way down here before we continue moving back to the upside. But let's see how that plays out. Let's see how that plays out. I mean, guys, look, you do have like, if you're trying to follow this, you do have like ample time to act on this, right? Oop, wrong direction. Brother. All right, so we're in this trade. We're in this trade. Yo, I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'm in a cell currently. I'm in a cell currently. Oh, really? The first time you're but Kelvin, you know what? Let me know what made you take that trade though. I want to know. I genuinely want to know because the idea you mentioned was a pretty good one. What you mentioned from the cell, that was literally the entire move, right? And you caught the whole thing. Bro, if you're trying to sell gold, you have to be careful, bro. Guys, this bot is proven to pass accounts, right? I mean, the most drawdown it's gone into, after years worth of data is somewhere like 3%, 3.9% or so. And that is it risking like 1% per trade. Okay, reaction. Oh, there's something I wanted to do. There's something I wanted to do. What did I want to do? What did I want to do? George, yeah, the Reef. I don't really use. I've never used the Reef, right? It might be US Tech or US 100 or NAS 100. I'm not very sure. Wait, did this thing risk the right amount? Okay. Ticket based on a confluence with a zero point 0.5 fib. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw that zero point 0.5. I saw that zero point 0.5. The only thing I wasn't really excited about was the fact that the gap, right? There was still like a tiny gap left. Even though, yes, it tapped into the new week opening gap, like, it was like tiny gap. So, guys, 1:1, go break even. Let me just put it on. Where is it? If we get to 1:1, which is 59, 59, which is somewhere around here. So, if price were to get to that level, bro, where is that tool? Okay. If price were to take this level out, then we're going to protect the trade. How many of you took this though? User 619. So right now we just want price to break this low. That would be like more confirmation that this thing might want to keep dropping. But we're not like out of the woods just yet. Yeah, this thing didn't risk the right amount. Bro, Price is playing games right now. Okay, so we do have. Wait, what was this? Okay, so this was at 10 a.m. Okay. That was at 10 a.m. Interesting. Guys, we need to be careful about this trade, yeah? Like, no excuses. Once Price sweeps this low, you need to go break even, right? Once Price breaks this low, just protect the trade. You can't lose money on this one. Yeah, George. Same thing. All right. So it's moving nicely. I can't complain. Guys, if you wanted to get the levels, right, the exact levels, the link is in my bio. So I share these things out for free. You just need to sign up for them and you should be able to get access. Oh, okay. Guys, I'll let you know. Okay, just look at this particular level, this wick here. I believe that's 59. So if I were to measure it from here, it's exactly okay, like 60 points. So yeah, you should be break even by now, right? You should be break even. I don't know why this thing is not going break even, but if it do I manually edit this? So the bot hasn't done anything just yet. The bot hasn't gone break even just yet. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't want to interrupt what it's doing. So okay, so we tapped into that. All right. Yeah, guys, go break even. Bro, I'm personally not break even, but yeah, I don't want you guys to lose money. So I mean, I'm just letting the probabilities work themselves out. So I came into the markets. I came into the markets bullish. However, there was this 30-minute gap above price that it was just like right in our faces, right? Right in our faces that price was going to do something in that gap. And price did, right? Price tapped into that gap. Bro, what is yeah, that's the reason why you go break even. But yeah, guys, I am not break even. I'm still in this. I still have skin in the game. On the 30-minute, right? The stops are above the gap. The stops are still above this gap right here. But I feel like it's just playing games, bro. This gap is still wide open, right? This gap is still wide open. I just feel like it might be trapping people. That's what I personally feel. But let's see. Let's see if it turns back around. We've done 41 minutes into the open. Done 41 minutes into the open, guys. Yeah, I need to check the risk parameters, because it's meant to risk a little more than it did today. I feel like this thing is just going to waste our time. But anyway, guys, let's see how this plays out. We've already committed to this, so yeah. As long as we're not like closing above the gap. This thing went up all the way to like how much? I think it was up like 500 at some point. Yeah. Usually when you have a good trade like this, what happens is that you get a retracement. Price will take you out at, it'll definitely go down. Bush, Preezy Forbes, H1. This is the H1. This is the hourly. Dominic Star. Dominic Star, are you scared? You should not be scared. Only thing is you should 30,062. Yeah, sometimes guys I need to like flip from the CFDs to the futures charts. Is it 30,062? Okay, that's like on the futures market, that's like way down there. All right. I believe there's a daily gap too down there as well. So all right. Don't worry, guys. Sometimes, price does that. It does that. I mean, you can take an entry and it'll come back to your entry. Gold sell. Okay, let's see what's happening on gold. Let's see what's happening on gold. I've seen people. Oh, don't you say you're late? My price is like almost at entry. Yeah, okay. All right, cool, Tarun. That's awesome. Like, oh, like this week? Oh, okay, then you're looking at CFDs though. You're looking at CFDs. Okay. So price just like faded you. Incognito. What else? suggest is if price were to come all the way back down here, okay, maybe limit orders are your thing, right? But you might want to like wait for like, you know, some entry model, lower time frame entry model. Yeah, those are good levels. Those are good levels. But are the fibs the only things you look at? Like, do you just wait for it to come into that area and or you put a limit order there? Just trying to understand, yeah. Come on. Okay. All right, makes sense. It does make sense. So you see that game's price was playing with us. Crazy pullback. And now it's like dumping. Guys, to get these signals, is in my bio, yeah? So click on my bio. It's literally the first link. The first link in the link tree. And just go through the process. You should be able to get that. Let's see. Yeah. Guys, a lot of the strategies you see out there, a lot of them work. But you need to understand, I keep saying this, you need to understand certain concepts in trading. You be fair on kind of, okay. Yeah, same. Bro, limit orders can be quite scary. Like, limit orders can be quite scary because you have absolutely no idea if that level is going to hold. Right? I know some people who would like never take a limit order. Like you put a gun to their head and not putting that limit order on. They'll rather like wait for price to get in there, like see some rejection. Yeah, bro. I've seen videos like that on TikTok, bro. Like you put a limit order, like it triggers you, and it doesn't stop. Like boom, straight to SL. So that's scary thing about limit orders. But sometimes without a limit order, in some cases, right, without a limit order, you can't really get a good entry, right? And models like the Powell model, it really, really relies on limit orders because your stop loss has to be like 10 points. And if your stop loss is 10 points, you can't afford to market execute. That will give you a very bad entry. All right, back to the level. Okay, we're still in this. We're still in this. Bro, I have an absolutely good feeling about this week, right? If this goes as planned, this week is going to be a fantastic week. A fantastic week. All right, so let's see if we can get a push down. Oh my goodness. Man's got work to do. All right. Okay. Oh, so that's where you put your stops. All right, I mean, that pullback was pretty sweet, pretty solid. Still, no break even yet on my side, but if you guys went break even, you still should be in the trade. Okay, so incognito, you mean like you're already in a trade. You're already in, but you're waiting to for price to break that level to like invalidate your trade idea. Correct? Do I have a particular time? Okay, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Solid, solid. So you said you're waiting at a 62 level, right? Okay, so I'm on the stream at 9 a.m. Eastern. So that's 1 p.m. Ghana time. I'm usually on up until 11 a.m. Eastern. So I'm on for like 2 hours. Okay, so guys, my stops are at break even right now. My stops are finally at break even, okay? Just trying to take note of something before I forget. My stops are break even. Let me. The TP target market respects would be at 30. Bro, we're trying to milk the markets. We're trying to drain the markets, bro. Oh my goodness. Incognito, bro. I'm trying to milk everything out of the markets. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you're gonna hold. But with the Nasdaq, what broker are you using though? Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Because in HFM, all right. I was thinking about swap, swap fees and stuff, but I'm sure some of these guys have swap free accounts and all. Okay, price. Oh, you were in Exness. Okay, but what happened? Why did you leave our beloved Exness? I've been using Exness. I haven't looked at any other broker since. Really? You had issues with for real? Um, okay. Well, maybe those are like personal questions. I was going to ask you like, are you withdrawing to your bank or you're withdrawing to your wallet? Because some of them delays. Oh, okay. It's funny. It's funny how they will delay. Okay, yeah, that will delay. For me, if I do like a mobile money withdrawal, that comes like 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. Trey's looking good. Looking good. Oh, okay. I see. HFM. Like I've heard people talk about HFM, HFM. Let me let me Google them and see. So guys, yeah, I use XNS. Like I've always used XNS. I haven't had any challenges with them. Like, and this is like being genuinely honest. It's not like I'm hiding anything just because like I'm affiliated, right? HFM. Okay. Yeah, I have seen their logo a lot of times, you know? I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, they make it easy, right? They make it easy to be. Yeah, they make it easy to be affiliated with them. Um, bro, what is Price doing? What is Price doing? Yeah, price is in a, what would I say? Let's see the daily. It's in a tough spot right now, but I do like the kind of price action I'm seeing. Okay, I do like the kind of price action I'm seeing. We just need a little more push. We need one last push to bring price down here. That would be nice. But if price wants to reverse, we had a good run. Okay, we're tapping into a 3-minute fair value gap. Let's see if that fair value gap holds price right here. Malachi, you're making money. Oh, that's what trading is about, isn't it? So right here, let's see if it holds price down. Bro, regardless of how much you risk on this, this is a 50-point move. It's pretty significant. If you were satisfied with your profits, yeah, you can take some off. But if you wanted to take the full thing, be my guest. I'm holding up until this area, so yeah. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Hopefully we can just get like an aggressive push. It's butter over there. What is butter over there though? Yes, sir, bro. Sometimes you just don't need to look there. Because if you look at the numbers, you look at it go up and down. Like we came all the way down here to like 500, right? And it started like pushing up, pushing up. So if you guys notice, just stopped looking at the numbers. I stopped looking at the numbers. I was like, okay, so whatever happens, happens. All right, so we're inside that 3-minute gap. Yeah. And as long as you're also managing risk, that's all that matters. So for this trade, yes, we're in a trade for quite some time. If this thing goes back to my break even, yeah, that was my shot, right? I shot my shot. And let's say it didn't work out. It is what it is. Okay. I'm not going to be like, hey, let's like find something else. No, bro. That's the quickest way to ruin. Quickest way to ruin, guys. It has inverted, but let's see. Let's see. Take. Bush, I'm trying to understand what you mean. What indication do I use for my section? Like, how do you mean? Do you mean like, do I use any indicators? I have some indicators on the chart, but like, I don't really, I don't actively look at them. I know they are there, but like maybe when like the price action is uncertain, then what? What you mean my target was hit? Why is the bot saying that the target was hit? No, we're still in this. Don't be like that. Bush. So basically, I trade market structure and liquidity. Okay. This bot needs canes. It needs lashes. What the hell are you talking about? Thanks for the likes. I appreciate you guys. So we're retracing is it's quite yo, Jimmy. I'm excited to see your message, bro. How's it going? How's everything going, bro? It's been a minute. Today's 17th, right? Yeah, it's slow. Dominista, yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see all you guys in the stream. Doministar, Mementerius, Jimmy. You guys are the family. You know, people come in and go, but you guys are like, the diehard. Like you guys are here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Oh, you do your analysis like ICT? No, not exactly, bro. Look at FTMO is asking me to sell accounts. Sorry, but yeah, I'm actually an affiliate with FTMO as well. So they're saying that what they dropped a 20% discount on the FTMO 100K one step challenge. So global markets, 499 euros becomes 399. So they've actually reduced the prices there. All right, they have reduced the prices there. I don't know if you guys wanted to get like a discount, let me know. Anyone sitting blah 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 blah. Yeah, so basically I don't do my analysis like ICT or SMC. Maybe I do, but for me, I try to simplify everything, okay? I look at the higher time frame to identify my trend and my liquidity levels. And then I go to the lower time frames to take my entries. Try to simplify it. That's all you need. That's literally all you need. Guys, if we come back to entry, I will be getting out of the trade just because of the fact that I am break even on this one. All right, so if we come back here, I will be kicked out. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we Hyperlight. I see you in the Discord. Hopefully we push down. But this is like Monday price action. You can't be surprised. Monday price action. We don't have news. We don't have high impact news. So I'm not surprised about this. I'm not surprised one bit. But yeah, risk management was there. Patience was there. We did everything right. So you just need to let the probabilities play out. If this doesn't work out tomorrow, probably catch a banger. But hopefully this plays out, guys. I'm not like wishing for the worst, but I do want this to play out. It will be a very good way to start the week. What's the risk reward? The risk reward is 1:2. It's a 1:2 on this one. But I did have quite a huge stop loss. Like my stop loss was based on a 30-minute gap. So I wanted to play it safe. So it was right above the gap. Right? And I'm trying to reach for this lower prices. Dominista, I see you, yeah? I see you. And guys, thanks for the likes. We're almost at 5,000 likes. Price action is saying, hey, hey. I have a mind on my own. Let's see if this works out, guys. The only thing annoying about this is sometimes you could be in a good trade like this. You can be in it for quite some time, and then it goes to your break even or it goes to your stop loss. You can imagine. You feel like you've wasted your time, right? You feel like, how dare the market make me sit here for like 2 hours just to play games with me? And in your mind, you'd be like, okay, nah, I have to retaliate, right? I have to find another trade. This has to be a successful day. And then you take that trade, and within minutes, or let me say within seconds, the market takes your money away. That is revenge trading in a nutshell. It would show you that there's nothing like retaliating in these markets. If the market says, nope, today is not the day, yeah, market will humble you. If the market says, hey, today you're not taking any money out of the markets, you have to obey. There's no fighting against the markets. If you fight, you will lose every single day. All right. So you come into the markets, you take a piece of the pie, and you skedaddle, and then you go. All right. So we're seeing that price is slowing down. I am seeing that we're getting some sort of a sideways price movement right here. I do want to see what happens here, but it's not really looking good for the short. I don't know what price wants to do at this point, but looking at the range here, I do want to see some reaction happening right about now. All right. Guys, how many of you trade the 10 a.m. model? The 10 a.m. model. So this was a 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. opening price that was right here. Okay. 10 a.m. open. Come on now, give us the money. You played enough games. Trade is risk-free. Okay. If you lose money on this particular trade, then either your entry was late, or I'm not very sure what happened. Wait, what just happened? That's funny, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's funny. So what do you say? What do you say? What do you say when you're talking to the charts? You'd be like, now, we've been we've been in this. So 8.3, my volume is 8.3. But wait, that how not well, are you trading CFDs? Are you trading CFDs? If you're trading CFDs, then yeah. It also really depends on the broker and the leverage and all. So like I wouldn't advise that you copy exactly my size. All right. I know, right? Incognito. You'd be like, we've been in these markets together. It's just me and you. So give me the money. Treat me right. Ooh, treats me right. Yeah, I don't like this kind of price action, but hopefully we can get like a couple candles that will be aggressive to the downside, and that would kind of. I know, right? So right now it's like a battle between buyers and sellers at this point. Monday price action. So I have about 20 minutes until the session ends, but obviously I will be giving you updates inside the Discord and the Telegram. So let's see if we can get something in the next 20 minutes. Let's see what gold is doing. Everyone was saying buy, sell gold, sell gold. This thing is literally going up, right? This thing was literally going up. We tapped into this obvious 30-minute fair value gap. Just very obvious, right? Extremely obvious. Tapped into it, and that reaction was superb. Guys, I'm doing some research on gold, all right, to see how we can take profitable trades on gold. Right. I haven't gotten a I'm actually out of this. I'm actually out of this, guys. Why was I out of this? So I did make how much? 0.6. I want to show you guys. I did make 0.6. That's like $149. So we're just gonna my spread. Hold on. Give or take about 160, so about 1.6 points. Yeah, about 1.6 points. No, so I'm using this account is a 100K account on the 5S. So I don't have control over the type of account, but usually I don't like the zero spread accounts. I really don't like the zero spread accounts because of the instant commissions. You don't know how a trade would go, right? You don't know how the trade will play out. So I'd rather, how would I even call this? Yeah, I'd rather stake my bet with the broker, so I win. When I win, the the broker wins. right? I don't want to be in a situation where what? Yeah, use zero spread, but because yeah, so that's cool, guys. For some reason, I'm out of this. I'm out of this. I'm not sure why this the bots just did that, but this is still a valid trade. If you're in, you can stay in. You probably need to investigate why the bot just closed the trade. I don't know why the bot closed it, but it probably did for a reason. I probably need to ask it why. Guys, I'm out of this, so I mean, do with that information what you will. If you guys wanted to hold, that's fine, but the bot just closed this, okay? The bot closed the trade. All right. Yeah, this is nasty price action. Absolutely nasty. We didn't get follow through. On the 30 minutes, you can tell that we're moving sideways. I am out of the street, guys. So, guys, please advise yourselves. Invitation to co-host. Who that? Gold will take out 4449. Yeah, gold is heading up. Gold is heading up. But you know something about gold? Gold can like turn back around at any point in time. Okay, and that's one crazy thing about gold. So for gold, I feel like if you catch the move, like let's say you take a trade here, you catch it, boom, when you take out liquidity, maybe at this high, you take your money and you go. Because gold can make you quite a lot of money. And it can also take your money away quickly. So all right, guys. So yeah, we got we got out of this trade with a small profit. Got out of this trade with a small profit. I can't complain. Today's Monday. We don't have news. So tomorrow, if you guys are in this trade, yeah, just be wise, okay? Just be wise. If price gets to your stop, your break even, just close the trade, okay? Don't try to say, hey, we've been in this trade for like over an hour, so no, don't do that. All right, please, I'm begging you guys, piece of advice, just don't do that. Just let the probabilities play out. Tomorrow we'll probably catch something good. All right. Probably catch something good. And I mean, this is still looking nice, but unfortunately, I'm out of this. Right? Unfortunately, I am out of this. I didn't even realize I was out. Let me check why. The bot probably had a good reason. Assumed active. active at 3:10. Yeah, so I have a personal bot that trades my strategy. So I've actually set it up to be sending trades to the community. It actually takes trades on my behalf as well. So that bot, James Fakati. Yeah. So is wow, is it, bro? This bot is getting crazy. It's getting so smart. Like, yes, I did have my break even somewhere up here, right? But for some reason, it closed a trade right here, which is wild. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to find out why it did that. But Daddy is proud. Daddy's proud. So, guys, if you took this trade, I guess you guys could have made some money. A little money on this. My break even took me out at like $150, which is fine. I can't complain. So tomorrow we come again, see what we can get. Okay. So that is it for today. Any questions, guys? Any questions? If you wanted to join the Telegram to get the trades the bot takes, make sure you click the link in my bio. Everything is in there. Okay. All right. So that's it for me. I will be stealing glances at the charts from time to time to see how this thing played out. I want to see if this thing really plays out. All right, YouTube fam, I will catch you tomorrow.